My wallet is crying just looking at these phones. And I know these things can be even more expensive depending on the country you're in, but don't worry, I'm here to help you figure out which Samsung Galaxy Ultra is actually worth your hard-earned cash. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is turning some heads, and to be fair, the Ultras in general have been turning quite a few heads for many years now. You've got the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which kicked off some of the big improvements in those series, and for me, the best smartphone really in the last at least 5 years, I'd say. Then we've got the S24 Ultra, which has slightly refined features, a completely different and amazing display. And now, of course, we've got the latest kid on the block, the S25 Ultra, which is actually giving me S23 Ultra vibes. Not quite there from a hardware specs perspective when you look at the battery technology that we've got today, right, with other Android phones. And the cameras too, they are slightly older hardware now, getting on a bit. The resulting photos and videos though are still pretty awesome. But the question is, which one is the right for you? In this video, I'll try to help you decide whether you should upgrade to the S25 Ultra, stick with an earlier model, or save some cash and grab last year's version at a discount, hopefully. I'm also not limiting myself to the Ultras either, because I think in some scenarios, the Plus models, or even the Fun Edition models, may be decent options as well for you. Although I am currently reviewing other brands, and I am working on comparison videos between them all, in this video, I am making an assumption that you have already decided that you are going with Samsung. Before we get into it, I want to say I'm not pretending to be some all-knowing tech guru here. I'm just a guy who, is passionate about tech. And I've had a lot of hands-on experience over the years. Yes, I'm old, but I hope to share my experience with you here in a way that's helpful and down to earth. I mean, that's the motto of this channel, right? Right, let's talk numbers, because as much as we love cool tech, the price is always going to be part of this conversation. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is now at a sweet spot, I'd say, with discounts and trade-in offers making it much more affordable. But I'd say also look at the second-hand market, because if you find one it's got a decent battery, no scratches, and the display is still the original one, you can find some really good deals out there. The S24 Ultra has had some time to drop in price as well. It will probably drop in even further, but it's still a little higher depending on storage options as well. And then there's the Galaxy S25 Ultra, which comes in hot, right? With the latest features, AI everywhere, and a premium price tag. That's the problem, right? With storage options, that can also quickly bump up the cost. For example, jumping from 256 to 512 or to 1 terabyte can sometimes add hundreds to the price that you might not need. So think about how much storage you actually need. Try to use Google Photos or kind of Google Drive, or maybe external SSDs as well. Also, don't forget to look for deals. This year, I don't know what Samsung is doing. It's almost like they're going back to the Samsung of old. The trading offers are extra generous this year, depending on where you are, especially if you're in North America. And in short, when it comes to upgrading from the S24 Ultra to the S25 Ultra, this is the only scenario I'd recommend it, as in if you get a good deal. I can't hand in heart say that this here is a worthy upgrade unless you get a good trade-in deal. All right, now for the fun stuff. What can these phones actually do? The S23 Ultra, from a processor perspective, has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, which is still super capable. I mean, you find really difficult to push that processor. And that's a 2-3-year-old device, right? The S24 Ultra, making things even faster and more efficient. Honestly, I didn't really see that translated in day-to-day use. More on that in a bit though. And now the S25 Ultra, well, this bad boy is rocking the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, with a lot of AI-driven performance here. That all these upgrades, at the moment, do feel like next level in comparison to anything else that I've seen so far. Speed-wise, to open apps and just operate the phone, right? This phone feels incredible, without any noticeable cooling issues as well, as far as my gaming tests go. Now to the cameras, all three models have incredible cameras, right? The S23 Ultra has that 200 megapixel sensor that we fell in love with, that kind of introduced it, I think. The S24 Ultra improved low light a little bit from a performance and color accuracy perspective. And the S25 Ultra, as far as I can tell, the big changes here in kind of the output is better zoom. It's kind of a smoother zoom as well, not just clearer. It actually feels more stable when you're zooming in, when you're trying to hold on to stuff, even comparing with things like the Honor Magic 7 Pro, which has an amazing zoom as well. And of course, lots of AI improvements here. Night shots that I wouldn't say look straight out of a DSLR, but are pretty excellent. The displays on this, honestly, let's get real, right? Samsung's displays are the best, some of the best anyway, in the business. The S23 was already incredible, and I love that curved display. I don't know, it had this classy feel to it. The S24 Ultra totally changed the game, with that anti-glare, anti-reflective tech. Okay, as if you remember my reviews, you remember that it was a bumpy start though with the colors. they were looking a little bit washed out at the beginning, but I appreciated that Samsung were very quick to react to it and fixed it within 1 or 2 weeks of launch. And somehow the S25 Ultra steps it up again on the display kind of category and added another notch of anti-reflectiveness here. This coating is making an absolute gem for outdoor use, as you can see here. Now, when it comes to the battery, here's where things get interesting, right? In my experience, the S24 Ultra introduced some amazing new features, but it came at a cost of battery optimization. It was the least efficient in the lineup for many, many years. Now, this was not across the board, right? There's no consensus on this, either online when I post stuff on Twitter and show my battery usage, or here on YouTube. You know, some people say that they absolutely experience poor battery like I did. Some people are like, what are you talking about? The battery is fine. I'm getting 2 days of battery. It's like, oh, okay, well, I haven't seen this phone go past a day more than 2-3 times in a whole year. Whatever Samsung did to the S25 Ultra battery, fairly early days, about 10 days so far, to me anyway, it feels like they clearly took the feedback to heart, and the S25 Ultra now, as a result, feels like a return to top form, to form that I remember seeing on the S23 Ultra. Now, this is a big one, especially if you're planning to keep your phone for a while or for a few years. Something I almost, and I'm sorry about this, but I almost forget to mention is software support, and just support in general, but software specifically, because when I recommend an older device like the S23 Ultra, I have to be conscious of this, right? Luckily, Samsung has stepped up. I believe starting with the Galaxy S24 series, Samsung committed to providing 7 years of both major Android OS updates and security patches. This means that the S24 Ultra and the latest S25 Ultra are going to be covered until 2031 and 2032, which is crazy, right? If the hardware lasts that far, I'll be amazed. But it's great to see, that sort of commitment to support. On the other hand, the S23 Ultra being an earlier model, I think they promised 4 years. 4 years for major Android updates, by the way, and 5 years for security updates. So while the S23 Ultra still has a lot of life left in it, the S24 and 25 Ultras will obviously last longer. So just bear that in mind. Additionally, the S25 Ultra comes with some exclusive software features like, Galaxy AI. All the nice things that we saw on the S24 Ultra are now improved. I'm hoping that we're going to get that kind of pushed down to older models, but do keep that in mind as well. Most of the kind of core One UI features are available across all the devices. Eventually they get there anyway. So which one is right for you? I guess that's the question that you came here for. If you're looking for a great phone at a bargain, I think the S23 Ultra, honestly, is still a solid choice. I'm actually regretting selling mine. The S24 Ultra is going to give you a little more refinement without breaking the bank, and would be a strong option for anyone coming from the Note series, right? If you had a Note 20, for example, or even a Note 9, 10, it still has the Bluetooth S Pen as well, which a lot of people are making a lot of noise about. But if you want all the cutting edge AI features, you want that peace of mind for a few years, the S25 Ultra is where it's at, right? Especially if you're able to take advantage of the trading deals that, in your region, you might be able to get a good deal here. And that's the only time I would recommend that S25 over the S24 Ultra. Again, I made this video extra wide for you to suit most mobile phones. As a result, I lose the ability to get people to watch my next videos because YouTube are still, I don't know, they haven't woken up. It's 2025 and they still don't let me use this aspect ratio. Do let me know if you prefer this aspect ratio as well, and I'll try to continue to do it. And look, at the end of the day, it's not about having the newest phone, right? It's about having the right phone for you. It's very easy to get caught up in the hype and listen to people like me on YouTube and all the marketing that you hear, Samsung and Apple as well. So have a think about, everything that we discussed here today. I really hope that this video helped you. And let me know in the comments as well which Galaxy Ultra you're leaning towards right now. And if you already got one, let me know which one you went for, which one is really working for you, or indeed if you regret buying one of them. And don't forget to hit that like button as well if you found this helpful. It really supports the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.